Shaman Jeff here at the Village Mystic, wishing you a wonderful week. This weekend we're going to have a lot of fun here. We're going to have Jerry Shell out. We're going to have the Fairy Hair Girls. And we're also going to have some huge sales going on. Some of them are going to be really good. So it'll be a good weekend to come out and share some energy. This week, I am changing things up. I am denying your reality and substituting my own. So let's go in and see what the week is going to look like. A little bit different this week, as I'm going to use some of the tarot cards. I've already mixed these up. I've already shuffled them. And so I'm starting. I have no idea what's coming out. And the first three cards out are always a significator card. They're always talking about where you're at or what's going on with you. And this first card out is a card of not seeing your own potential. Are you giving away too much power? Are you not seeing your own good? And so there's a lesson in this card as to feeling good about yourself, seeing your own gifts. We all have gifts, but do we acknowledge them, or do we feel bad for ourselves? It's our choice. The next card out doesn't surprise me. It's going to be about relationships this week. We're still in the Venus retrograde period, and so there's a lot of challenges that come up mentally. And that's where you have to say what's real, because a lot of times our fears, our phobias are carrying things out into the future. And we got to look at what's real in this moment. We can't let worrying about what's going to take place tomorrow rob us from our happiness today. That's where a lot of the retrograde energy is working. It's only in our thoughts, and it only exists there until we bring it into this plane. And the next card out could be very appropriate also. As I said, the first three cards I see as a significator, and the third card I always see as what's challenging you. And so here we have the person with their sword drawn. They're ready to cut away things in their life. Could it be they're cutting away their fear? Could it be they're cutting away that feeling of not feeling good enough about themselves? Coming around full circle, in the past you were able to set your boundaries. And perhaps you have gotten a little lax in those boundaries, so it is coming up as a card of the past. Coming beneath you is the feeling of going into a battle this week. It's beneath you. Rise above it. That's why that card is in that place of being beneath you. The next card, it could be a busy week for a lot of people because it looks like there's restless energy going on. And finally, what's crowning you, what is above you, is growth. And all of these cards, anytime there's challenges in our life, there is growth going on. But the reason this particular card is above us, what is above us is that which we are not seeing yet. And so with this card being above us, it's saying that every challenge is leading to growth. And so that is the ultimate outcome, and that's what we would want. I also pulled a card from the animal deck. Of course, you know I love animals as a shaman. And the card that I pulled for you this week is the rhinoceros. The rhinoceros, think about it, it's a heavily plated animal. It's a large animal. It has horns coming out the front. It's telling you you have every tool you need to succeed. It's telling you that you've got the power to move through any obstacles in front of you. You fast enough that you can move around them. The rhinoceros can outrun you, don't forget that. Even though it is a really large animal. And so you have the ability to conquer every challenge that you have in this week. The stone that I picked for you this week is a very interesting stone. It is the pink amethyst. And in this particular piece, we have a little bit of the purple and we have a little bit of the pink going on. And when you mix this together, when we're working with the amethyst, we're working with the divine energy. We're working with that connection. But imagine when you bring in the energy of love into that connection. With the energy of love being blended in to the divine aspects of yourself, you develop wisdom. And so it gives you a lot of insight and a lot of comfort in the heart energy, as well as feeling connected divinely. That's also going to be one of the stones that we have on sale this week. So I did have a question this week, and the question was kind of confusing in the fact that is to forgive, to forget, and to let go the same energy. And it really is. But so many of us, when it comes time for letting go of energy, universal law is what you resist persists. If you can't forgive somebody, if you can't let go, then somewhere along the line, that is going to affect your future. That is going to affect future relationships. And so in order to clear that, we really have to release people. You'd be amazed at how many readings I do where somebody from the past created a situation in somebody's life and they just weren't able to forgive them. And it is affecting their relationship today. Because we can say we've forgiven them, but if it still crops up, if we still find ourselves not releasing and letting go, then it's still affecting us. And we want to be that clarity. We want to be that clean energy that every day we want to work on clarifying ourselves, of clearing our energy. I use the selenite almost every day, cleansing myself. I do a lot of prayer every day. And it can't hurt any of us. So, like us, and you can subscribe. To share is always to care. And we're here for you. Have a great week. Create a beautiful week for yourself. And this must be one of those black rhinos. I've heard they're very powerful because this one's flying at you. Shaman Jeff, I am out.